feel like a sinner, right? You can find the nicest, most pure person who's just chilling in the room doing nothing. They're a sinner too, right?
What's up? Sorry, I'm so late, man.
You really welcome to
Confirmation
Yeah,
saved
Zherka.
my life.
What's up, man?
Zherka, you down to pull up on these AMP? Beat them up?
Who are they?
Agent and all these other friends?
What did they say?
Bro, dude's made a video with that Cinna fucking saying like, ooh, you don't hold, women don't hold accountability. It's like just simping for this.
Wait, he didn't say anything about you, did he?
No, he did.
Oh, he did. Was it last year? What did he say?
No, it was this year, bro. It was like literally today.
Oh, today. What did he say?
Nah, they were just disrespecting him. They were just like they were mocking the way Myron talks to the girls, and they were like you. And there was a guy. It was a guy behind this kid. I forgot his name. Who's just like throwing like he's like what is he doing? He's like what do you call that? He's throwing.
He said Myron sucked my. If I ever run into that person, it's an automatic punch in the face.
Well, you've seen when he got challenged in person. The guy's a
Kill you, man.
Who? Yeah. I don't even know who that idiot is. Who is that?
He's the guy who gets bullied around by that Asian girl in a supermarket, right?
Well, let me see real quick. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, I have no idea. When people say AMP, is it Kai Cenat's guys, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was Agent. It was Agent, and then
all I know is they secretly all don't like me because Carrie Ann had a TTS that said in their house in front of all the boys, Zherka already, and they all got humiliated. And I'm like, bro, it was a TTS, bro. I don't even know these broads.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, bro, I told them straight up, look, dude, you can either A, debate me live, right, since you want to talk my points, or B, you can put on some gloves and fight me. One of the two, bro. But the thing is this, man, me and Sneeko, we're about to start exposing all these action YouTubers, bro. Shout out to Sneeko. I love what he did to Wish Critical, aka Charlie, because what he basically proved is what I've been saying for years. These turn on their Sony A6400, pre-record
I like Charlie.
Shit, out of it, add some jump cuts, memes in there and shit like that, and they think that they're wizards, right? But the reality is,
Moy is a cool dude, and he's really nice.
You mother shit without your jump cuts. You mother shit.
I don't know what you guys are beefing about,
bro,
but
Christian,
I mean,
you like him, but he stands on nothing. Let's be real.
Remember whenever he faced like Jake?
Hold on,
he loves his dad.
Everybody, 1 second, okay? Because what Sneeko basically did, I don't think you guys understand how big this is. Sneeko just exposed one of the biggest reaction YouTubers, right, for being the moron that he is and not being able to back up his viewpoints, which is the reality between all these reaction YouTubers. I don't know if you guys caught on.
I think he found
but the
God.
way this goes is this.
He's got that going for him.
Just shut the talking, bro. Seriously. Holy shit, man.
What are you doing?
Like, let me just finish my thought here before you come in and
kick people's asses all day.
So, look, bro, it's very simple. These reaction YouTubers, it goes in a cycle. Abba and Preach make a video, then Playback makes a video, then Moist Critical makes a video, then every other bottom-feeding reaction channel makes a video on the same exact topic with the same exact talking points. What Sneeko basically did was he exposed that these guys don't have any real viewpoints. They just sit in the middle of the fence and they take the point that's going to get them the most AdSense revenue and criticize others. But they cannot actually have a debate and stand on their viewpoints, which is why these guys literally owe their lives to their editors. They can't actually debate anything. So this is what I'm going to do. This dude, Agent, he has two options. Either A, we could go ahead and have a debate on how much of a simp he is, or B, we could put on some gloves and I beat the of them. But these reaction YouTubers, bro, are going to get exposed in 2024 and 2025. I'm tired of this shit. I'm Sneeko started it.
Zherka, who can debate well? Who can debate well? Tell me. Just a random name.
I really don't think, Myron, that these.
I just thought it was funny
Myron,
when
these guys
Moist
are
Critical
not
was
going to
talking
debate
about
you because there's nothing.
his dad, and he's like,
Christian,
my dad sat me down,
Christian, you
and
got to
he's telling
stop
me,
being the
son,
drunk guy here.
one of these days, I'm telling you, we're gonna find out aliens built those damn pyramids. And I just thought that was really heartwarming. I was like, wow, this guy really loves.
Thanks for coming. So, Myron, why these guys will never debate you is because there's nothing more embarrassing than defending a simp's take. You know?
No, you're right. You're right. But the point I'm trying to make is that reaction YouTubers, guys, I don't know if you guys have caught on, but like they don't really have any real views on anything. They just say what's going to get them the most AdSense, and they basically say like what a bunch of groveling losers got to say, but they can't actually defend their viewpoints because they don't actually debate real time, which is why, like I said before, what Sneeko did is legendary because it exposed these reaction YouTubers for what they are. And make no mistake about it, guys. Moist Critical is like the biggest one. He has like 10 million subscribers, etc. So this has the nerve to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, kids should be able to transition." Like what? What are you talking about? You like what are you talking about? But again, these
He's
idiots
walking
say
it
what's
back
politically
now,
correct.
though. He's walking it back. He said, "Oh, I thought we were talking about the world of forms."
Yeah, nah, bro. He's walking it back now because he's realizing that he makes no sense and he looked like a complete fool. That's why. You know what I mean? And like I said before, this is great, bro, because now I'm gonna start challenging all these reaction YouTubers to debates because none of them can actually debate. That's the reality. They all make pre-recorded videos with their editors, and they can't actually stand on anything.
Well, bro, it's because like all the Twitch ecosystem and the YouTube ecosystem, there's no real right wingers on there. They don't hear any sort of like dissenting opinion at all. They don't know anything about like what we believe. They just go along with the mainstream narrative of everything because it's just a echo chamber for lack of a better word, right? So they don't ever get exposed to any of this shit. They don't even think about politics or social issues or anything like that. And then like Sneeko comes in, like, and he's educated and he knows what he's talking about. And he just get Moist Critical's just out of his element and gets bodied. And it's the same way with all these people, like you said. They're just a bunch of
yeah. And the problem is that Twitch is filled with a bunch of like
who's real.
Twitch is filled with low IQ, that really don't understand anything about how the world works, geopolitical stances. They don't know what's going on. They'll never IQ because they're big. So that's just what it comes down to. I mean, Agent, I don't know if he's Somalian or whatever this dude still won't talk about Palestine. Bro, you're a but here's the thing. He knows who his master is. Kai, who runs AMP, whatever the is, he's under an agency that's run by. So, no wonder these motherfuckers don't say anything. Like, bro, once you reach a certain level of fame, right? And here's the thing. I'm not hating on Kai or anything else like that, but we got to call a spade a spade. Once you reach a certain level of fame, whether you're getting a Nike deal, you're doing collabs with, what the comedian's name? Kevin Hart, whatever it may be. Like, you have to have certain mantras and certain mindsets. You can no longer be a dissenter. You can no longer have far right or conservative viewpoints. You have to be a bot if you're going to go ahead and get collabs like that, unfortunately. That's the reality, guys. Like, that's what it comes down to. You can't be critical of you can't say free Palestine. You can't say there's you can't say any of that shit. You have to sit there and be like, oh, well, yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and make fun of Mr. Beast's friend because, like, he, like, yeah, bro, I'm not going to say nothing because I'm a bitch. Bro. But Dr. Disrespect, they'll come out and they'll go after him. Why? Because he's a heterosexual white male that has a family, so they'll go ahead and call. But this guy, Chris, is doing the same shit, but they won't say a word. Why? Because he's a and they know that that's a protected class. No, if you guys are going to shit on Dr. Disrespect, you need to have that same energy for this well. But Pokimane, Kai, all these dudes terrified to actually speak up and say something because
bro, KSI refused. He refused to get the vaccine, didn't say nothing to his child impressionable audience. He's there himself knowing I'm not taking the vaccine, whilst literally allowing all those children, all those kids who would have literally got that, and he could have just been like, you get me? The amount of kids he could have had not
this is the thing.
poisoned by.
And Andrew Tate said this shit, and he's 100% right, guys. You can't reach a certain level of influence and fame if you have certain viewpoints, and if you are in any way right leaning, they're gonna come after you, bro. Like that's just what it is. Whether they demonetize you, they cancel you, they shadow ban you, whatever it is. If you have any viewpoints that tend to lean right or conservative, they're gonna come after you, bro. That's just what it is. If you look at like YouTube or Twitch or any of these other platforms, the reality is it's run all by hardcore. When you look at the agenda that Zios push, what do they push? Etc. If you look at any type of issue that's going on in the West right now, it always points back to the same direction.
Bro, the Khazarian spirit's done. The Khazarian spirit, their blood is dying. They know their time is limited. Yeah,
the talent agency that runs Mr. Beast is the same one that runs AMP, and they're the same people that own Pokimane and Asmongold, and they're part owned by Disney, and the CEO's. So
look, here's the thing.
Like
here's the thing. There's bad people in every single group, whether it's black people, white people, Jewish people, Asian people, whatever it may be. There's bad people in every single group. However, we cannot dispute the fact that when we want to talk about censorship, we want to talk about the people that are responsible for, getting people canceled or whatever it may be. It almost always has some type of ties to. I hate to say it. That's what it is, bro. It's the left in general almost always cancels way more than the right. Now, don't make no mistake about it. The right cancels more as well. Cancels people as well. Of course they do. However, typically that people that are conservative tend to, understand and respect free speech, right? So they understand that canceling the wokies on the left is not the best move. But the wokies will gladly cancel you and censor you because a lot of the times we tend to operate on pragmatism, reality. We understand biology. We understand that men and women are different, etc. We don't have these fairy tales that everyone is equal and we live in an egalitarian society. Like that sounds all great on paper, but it's not true. Like the reality is that women in general are lazy. Women don't want to work hard manual labor jobs. They make less because they deserve less. They don't want to, this whole wage gap thing. It's a lie that's been purported for decades. But the reality is, if you actually go ahead and look at working men versus working women, women work less hours. Women work less dangerous jobs. Women work more social type jobs that pay less. Women tend to take more vacation, etc. If you look at all the, you know, dogma and leftist ideology, it never stands up to reality. It's what's ideal versus what's real. When you look at more on the right side, right, especially if they want to consider people like me that say that I'm far right, whatever, cool, call me far right. But guess what? I'm also right about. I'm right about right wing because we understand that the reality is there's two genders. The reality is that we don't want and give handouts to people and expect a welfare state where people are going to sit there and want to actually work. The reality is, who gives a about the black vote? They're only 15% of the population. Let's focus on the rest of America. Like, dude, you have these takes and they're saying, oh my God, you're a radical far rightist, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. That is, you call me a far rightist, but women should be in the kitchen. They shouldn't be in the workplace. And that's what the is, man. Like, come on. A lot of the times that comes in from illicit funds because it comes in from the criminals that you're undercover with.
Yeah, and at the top of the police, what would he be called? Like is it captain or?
Well, it depends on the agency. Every agency is different, right? So in the United States, right, we have a different system than Canada. In Canada, you guys have the RCMP, right? And then you guys have the CBSA. In the United States, we have like 30 plus law enforcement agencies, federal, state, municipal, city. So in the United States, it's
Right.
super diversified depending on which level that you want to talk about. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
happy to talk about whichever
but
agency you want.
the top of, let's say, one segment, they compete with each other like bureaucrats, but there is a way where the top of the office, the police officer, would make more money if he's doing a better job, right?
No, not really. The way
But
you
then
get
what's
paid
the
in law
incentive?
enforcement,
What's the incentive to catch more criminals?
really would have. Okay, so I'll give you an example. I worked for Homeland Security, right? I was a special agent with Homeland, and in the United States, that's something called an 1811 job series code 1811. We all get paid the same. So whether you're FBI, DEA, ATF, Homeland Security, like I
I
was,
don't buy that at all. No way.
okay, you can literally, Zerka. How about
No,
this?
no,
Go
I
on
know I can
Google,
Google it, but there's no
Zerka. Go on Google, type in
incentives. There's no
1811
benefits.
salary, and it'll show you it.
I know the salary would be the same, but there's no way. There's no other benefits that like there's no incentive for you guys to go harder.
No, bro. Like here's the thing. So like, look, you might get a bonus at the end of the year, like if you get like a really good evaluation, but it's like 500 or 1,000 bucks at the most if you get a good evaluation. The reality is, bro,
What about FBI? Is it different?
no, we all get paid the same if you're a special agent. Now, if you want to talk about local police, state police, municipal police, etc., you get paid something called overtime when you work more hours. So what they'll do is they'll just work more hours.
Oh,
But special agents don't get overtime. The only way you're going to get overtime as a special agent is if you work for Secret Service or DSS. I'm getting really into weeds right now, but
well,
yes,
okay.
that's
Well, I'll just say it like this: For the CIA, would they have
CIA is not a law
so
enforcement
many?
agency. Completely different. Has nothing to do with the agencies we're talking about.
Okay, well, can the FBI can be corrupt, right?
What, the FBI could what?
Could be corrupt.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the CIA that does an investigation on them. It would be Department of Justice, Office of Inspector General.
No, I'm saying if the CIA can get away with stealing money and selling drugs and shit like that, there's got to be systems that the FBI, the corrupt FBI agents have where they make a shit ton of money at the top.
I mean, not really, bro. I mean, the thing is that when you're intelligence, right? You do a lot of shit that's black ops. That's different, and that's signed off on by somebody in the CIA a lot of the times. If you're gonna be a corrupt FBI agent, you're probably gonna go to jail, bro. Being honest with you, you're gonna
How
get
much
caught at
Wait,
some point.
Freemasonry did you see in those institutions?
Not much, man. You
yeah,
actually can't have a lot like having these like alliances and allegiances to like certain groups or whatever, bro. Like that will when you do your background check every 5 years.
But no,
Right.
but I swear, like being a Freemason doesn't like
No, it
if
will
you're a
fuck you up.
Freemason, it doesn't look bad on you.
It will look very bad on you. That's if you disclose that shit on your background check, it will.
Oh yeah, unless you're
Interesting. I
like
haven't
the
heard
head
that
of the.
perspective.
They say a lot of head
Like, here's the
sheriffs
thing,
are
guys.
Masons.
Look. There's a lot of corruption in the government. I am absolutely going to tell you guys that there is corruption in the federal government for sure. But the corruption that you guys are talking about typically is at the higher end, at the brass level. If we're talking about regular special agents, guys that are doing day-to-day cases that are in the field, etc., most of these people are very upstanding, clean individuals that have squeaky clean backgrounds and don't really do shit. Now, are there corrupt agents that get caught every now and then? Of course, absolutely. They arrest FBI agents. They've arrested Homeland Security agents that have done dumb shit, whether they're taking bribes or they're misusing their position. Of course, there's corrupt agents, etc. However, the mass majority of people in these positions are good people that fucking love their
Yeah.
country. The mass majority. The corruption, a lot of the times, comes from the highest levels with the people that actually have the ability to conduct said corrupt operations. Agents on the
And
field,
these
guys, don't have as much power as you guys think they do. Trust me.
and these cowboys that come from a military background and try to make it as cops, are they usually the dumb cops?
I mean,
Like who are the dumb cops? Where are they coming from? What's their like experience and background?
the corrupt guys.
Well, I'd say like the dumb cops, we see them like, did you see these women pulling out their firearm and like they don't know what the doing?
Oh, well, incompetence and corruption are two different things. If you want to talk about corruption, a lot of the times the corruption stems from bad. Actually, the federal government, when you try to get a clearance, one of the first things they do, guys, is they check your credit nowadays. And you're probably wondering, why do they care about your credit? The reason why they care about your credit is if you have a clearance and you have bad credit, what will probably end up happening a lot of times is you're more susceptible to foreign agents, foreign nations agencies to give you money and bribe you. So if you have bad credit, it's very difficult for you to get a clearance because you are more susceptible to corruption and bribery. So a lot of the times when corrupt people get caught, they get caught because they were selling secrets to foreign governments.
Right. And man, that's kind of crazy that I always knew your background, but I didn't know you're like you got an award, right?
Yeah, bro, I got the director's award for when I left HSI in 2020, I had probably one of the biggest human smuggling cases in the country, man. It actually in court. I was working with RCMP and the Turks and Caicos police. Actually, it was a case on Sri Lankans in Toronto that was based out of Toronto.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, bro. I had a very strong Canadian connection to my case. That's why I know how you guys work with your country. You guys have laws, but anyway,
Yeah.
that's a whole other thing. But no, man, like it was a big case, bro, and it really that's why like people ask me, yo, Myron, you had a real passion for your job, etc. You loved it, yeah, man, because that case I had was huge. It was like one of the biggest cases in the country in national security, and I the agency right in the middle of it. So I was pissed because when the podcast was blowing up, they basically brought me in and they said, look. Myron, you gotta pick one. You either gotta resign from with this shit, or you keep doing your podcast. Like you gotta pick one. And they didn't think I was gonna resign because no one leaves the federal government, bro. We're talking about $130,000 a year. A government car, take home car, free phone, all this shit. Like a lot of great benefits, right? So no one leaves that, bro. And not only that, but like only like 2% of qualified applicants ever get a special agent gig in the United States. So they were like, this nigga ain't going nowhere. But when I came in and I turned in my resignation letter, they were surprised. So,
Wait,
and I
so
didn't
did
want to
you
leave
tell
because that
them that
case
you
was
were a
huge.
podcaster, or
No,
did
hold
they
on.
find out?
What was that?
Did you
No, they
tell
found
them
out
that
about
you
the
were a
podcast and
podcaster,
they
or did they
pressured me.
find out about it?
Because I was starting to go viral.
And
Yeah.
so they found like you did you like go to anyone and say, hey, I'm doing this X Y Z, or did they say, hey, we noticed you're doing this?
So I have an idea of how I might have got snitched out, but it was inevitable, bro. That they were gonna find out.
Now, Myron, if it wasn't for the pay difference, if everything just paid the same, you would always pick that cop job over podcasting.
I mean, I enjoy both, bro, because like with the podcast, I'm able to help a lot more people than I was with being an agent. But you know,
Yeah, but you're hands on, bro. You like to work out and shit.
well, no, it was a fun job. That's why like I genuinely enjoy helping Vitaly out so much because like that's literally what I used to do. Like we used to go after and arrest them all the time. So that's
How
literally what I used to do.
how come you don't start your own sting operation?
Out of respect for Vitaly, bro, like I don't want to step on his toes and shit like that. So I was like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, no, Maybe in the future, but for now, like that's his thing, so I don't want to step on his toes, bro. Like
I have a feeling they're gonna outlaw it in the future. I think they're gonna make it so you can't do this on the streets.
Well, it would take something very serious for that to happen, and even if they did that, it would be banned probably at a state level. It wouldn't be banned on like a national level.
Okay, because I've heard.
Myron,
Yeah.
Myron, you said that the FBI was not corrupt. So what about the whole
I
host
never
of
said that.
the fake white supremacist cases that they filed all over the country?
Okay, the case that you're talking about in particular is the kidnapping of the governor of Michigan, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's what you're referring to. Okay,
Yeah.
that's one case, bro. I mean, like I said before, and they went ahead and they said that it was entrapment. The case went to trial, and the guy ended up beating the case, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but again, like I said before, yes, the FBI has problems. They have a lot of problems. But I've worked with a bunch of FBI agents. I'm telling you guys, they're good people. They're trustworthy people. Like these are people that you want as your next door neighbors. You know what I mean? Are there corrupt
Really?
agents? Of course there are, but the majority are good people. I'm telling you.
What is this? Elon Musk accepts Venezuela as Nicolas Maduro fight on national television? There's no way that's happening. What?
Myron, how much you
They
know about
want
UK police and UK type of stuff?
I did work with the UK police a little bit because obviously Turks and Caicos is a British territory, and Scotland Yard came to work with us, but I didn't get to spend enough time with them to really like figure out how British law enforcement operates.
Okay.
Myron, how many times you pull your fire out on the job on some?
A bunch, a bunch of times, bro. I would say the closest I ever came, actually like shooting somebody. I'll never forget this shit. The year is 2014. It's what month is it? It's October of 2014. I had been in Laredo for just a couple of months at this point. I got there in August. This is about October, right? So I had an informant, and the informant had given me some information that this dude had in Laredo. Just for you guys know kind of see from a visual standpoint, Laredo is literally across the river from Nuevo Laredo, which is in Mexico. And Nuevo Laredo at the time, back in 2014, there was a huge war going on there, guys. The Los Zetas were fighting with the Mexican Marines. There was literally people dying every single day. It was a very bad war in 2014 between the cartel and the Mexican Marines, right? So there was a lot of fucking turmoil. So anyway, I had this informant that gave me some information. He said, "Hey, look, there's this guy. He's about to cross into the United States. He's a sicario, aka like hitman kidnapper, and he's looking for this dude that lost 1,000 pounds of weed." And you guys are probably wondering, what do you mean he lost some weed? So this drug trafficker basically had, tried to smuggle in about 1,000 pounds of marijuana, which is worth like millions of dollars on the street, right? And he got caught by Border Patrol and he left the drugs and he ran. Well, obviously, the guys that the drugs belonged to in Mexico were not happy about that because this dude lost over $1 million worth of weed. So they're pissed. So they send the Sicario to go find this guy because they're not sure if he stole it. They're not sure if Border Patrol sees it. They're just pissed off that they lost their product. So they send a Sicario over there to find this guy in America and torture him. So my informant tells me, yo, this dude just crossed in. This is who he is. He's looking for this guy. He's going to kidnap him tonight and he's going to bring him back into Mexico and they're going to kill him. So I'm like, all right, cool. So obviously we got a credible threat to someone's life. So what do? We go out there and we start looking for this guy. I'm not going to say how we were able to find him, but we used some technology and we were able to locate this dude, right? And the informant, tells us, hey, I'll meet up with him tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we meet up, right? He meets with this bad guy, and we knew where he was as well. But he meets up with this bad guy, and we show up at the house, and obviously this guy's a Sicario, so we're thinking he's going to be armed, he's going to be, doing all kinds of shit. So when I'll never forget, I roll up in like this armored car, right? And we're the first ones on the set, and we had helicopters and all this other shit, right? Because we thought this guy was like fucking extremely dangerous. So I roll up, and I remember I had my rifle, I had my M4. I get out the passenger seat, and I point at him. I say, "Mano Sariba, Mano Sariba." I'm screaming at him, right? And I had my finger on the trigger, and he looks up because he's so fucking shocked. He sees me, and then I see him make a motion like for his waistband. I'm like, don't Mano City, and he's like, and he kind of like comes to his senses, and he just hits the floor, and we cuff him. But that's one time I came very close to shooting a guy. And there was another situation too, where I almost shot a guy, but I don't want to bore you guys with another story. But yeah, there's been a couple of times, bro. Long story short, where I pulled my gun out on people and thought that we were gonna get in a shootout. Because the Laredo, Texas, bro, is the Wild West, man. Crazy shit there. I don't know if anyone's talking, but I can't hear anyone.
No, yeah, just going to some proper police essence of this space.
Mine. When do you sleep, bro? Like you're up at around the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna like go to sleep here probably like in an hour or two. I got an interview. Actually, speaking of CIA, I'm gonna interview Andrew Bustamante tomorrow at 5.
Oh hell yeah, CIA.
Yeah. He was a CIA officer for a while. So I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow. Got a lot of shit we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about Russia, Ukraine, Israel, fucking Taiwan and China, all that stuff.
And what about your podcast, right?
Well, yeah, we're gonna do it on the pod tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Right. But what about the new podcast?
Oh, with Nick and Sneeko, I got to figure out what day we're gonna do it, but I'm thinking mid-August.
Oh right, okay. So we have to wait a bit.
Yeah, I figure out like what day we're gonna do it. But I'm thinking like mid-August is when we're gonna do it because I'm really excited for that one, dude. That one's you're gonna be our first guest, bro.
I have to fly in for that, right?
Yeah. Well, are you back in Canada right now?
In like 10 days, I leave to Europe for like 3 weeks, man. It's gonna be a long time
Are
there.
you gonna go be there with Sneeko the whole time?
No, I think he's only coming for like a few days.
Well, wait, why Europe then?
I have a big wedding, family. I haven't been home in 10 years, so it's like a huge thing for me.
Oh shit,
Myron.
You're gonna go back to Albania?
Yeah, Albania and then Kosovo, my home. And I have a bunch of women to meet, so I'm kind of excited.
No more American.
Yeah, it's gonna be so weird seeing like they're gonna act a lot different than American women, you know? Still
Yeah.
bad, but not as bad.
All right, someone's trying to
Myron.
talk to me or something.
What's your relation with Gary the Numbers guy?
I'm cool with him. I don't have a problem with him.
No, but I'm just asking that specifically because there was like I don't know if it was a rumor or a confirmed thing that like you was being managed by him or something. I just wanted to.
Yeah, he manages us. Yeah, he helps us with the management. Yeah.
Is that like under contract or anything?
I mean, he's our manager.
No, but I'm asking, did you like sign a contract to confirm like if someone was managing me, for example, I would expect they come to me with a contract.
Well, that's kind of I'm probably not gonna talk about that on an open space, bro.
Okay, yeah. No, it's just Sneaker also like said about he's managed by him, but he
Yeah, I don't think
confirmed that there
Sneaker
was no
is.
contract.
No, I don't think Sneaker is.
But see how peaceful it is, Zirko, when it's when that presence isn't there.
All right, you guys have beef. I forgot.
Yeah, instigated by you.
You and Gary have beef? Why would you guys have beef?
Me and Gary had two like public debates that
I debated Gary plenty times, so we don't have beef.
Nah, but it's about like numbers and type of stuff. Like it's market.
Oh.
You get me? Like I can't help but step on his toes when I want to say what I want to say about
Yo,
numerology,
Myron,
astrology.
is this Sina guy? Am I saying it right, Sina? Is he dating this chick, or what's up with all this content with this girl?
Well, Sin is a
I love
female. I
the
don't know,
topic
bro. I don't know
change.
what agents do. I think he's a
Sorry,
simp.
agent. Is it agent the guy? Or...
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is with this. I mean, like all I know is that he does a bunch of shit that's emasculating around her. That's weird and strange.
He looks like
Yo, Myron.
bro. Why is he a
Uh,
hater of Denise if he looks like you? He could be related to you, bro.
I don't know, bro. He's a dirty Somalian pirate. I always make fun of him for being a dirty looking.
Fuck, bro. He's a simp to this girl, or what? What's the deal? Like, is he at least smashing?
Yeah, I mean, he simps on her and like he fucking like yeah, bro. He
But
simps on her
behind
all
the
day. Like,
scenes, is he smashing?
he just sits there. I ain't got it,
There's
bro.
no way. He's not smashing, they're saying. Oh.
Yeah, the way I doubt it, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely not
I don't think
smashing.
she's fucking.
But they're comfortable.
And I don't know why they even stream with her. Like, bro, she's a nobody. Like, why are you bitch ass niggas like sitting streaming with a random thought that no one knows? Like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, you guys got clout, you dumbasses.
What? I thought she'd have a following.
Nah, bro, I don't. She
They're
ain't got
they're
no
just
following. Like,
growing her every episode. She's been on 100
yeah,
episodes.
they're idiots. They're idiots, bro. Like, it's one thing if you bring a girl once. All right, cool. Like, whatever, bro. I get it. But like to constantly be collabing with this random no one knows or gives a about, like, what are y'all niggas doing? Idiots, bro. And it's like, but here's the thing, like, agents are so he doesn't have any like real value or knowledge or anything to give. Like, he doesn't know shit. He's a dumbass. So it's like, what is he gonna do? Oh, let me just make mindless content with this idiot, bro.
These dumbasses, they always get nuked and then disappear. Like not just Charlie. They always disappear. Well, Charlie's actually intelligent. He's one of the smarter ones, right? He just is not being honest with his opinion, but I think he understands a lot, you know.
And I don't even know who those other idiots are that stream with Agent. Like, I don't even know who they are. Like that dude that said that stupid shit about me. Like, I don't know who that mother is.
I
Let
don't
me
think he's a streamer. I think he's just one of his friends, just like dingy looking, dirty stock friends.
Yo, chat listening, you guys gotta always tell me who attacks Myron so I know who's the enemy. Because I have to now do research on these guys.
No, it's fine, bro. The rest of them are no names. It's really Agent. And here's the thing, bro. Like, I never started a show with Agent. I never even knew who he was. He started talking shit about Fresh first, like years ago. Him and dumbass Low, this fat sloppy mother who went ahead and cheated on his girl after trying to take the high road and say that we're womanizing assholes. This mother on his chick, and it's like proves my point. Even a fat, dirty, dusty nigga has a little bit of clout. What does he do? He cheats as soon as he gets the chance. We've been saying this shit for years. See, the thing is this: these virtue signal and try to sit there and make us look like bad boys and oh, you guys are assholes and not all men think like you and not all women are like that. And it's like, no, mother, the same shit we do. It's just that we're honest about it. You guys try to virtue signal like the co-host got exposed for that shit, and he doesn't stream with him anymore or
I
do any
always,
shit with him.
bro, I always tell my friends that I'm like, the worst thing that happened in these last couple of years is everything Fresh and Fit talked about turned out to be, it came true, but nobody wants it. Not even Red Pill guys want your stats to be true and stuff. But literally, you give a man a check mark and he cheats. So, am I the only one here now?
Bro, I'm
No.
looking at these like agent clips. His stream is just trying to impress this girl the entire stream.
Yeah.
What is this? It's ridiculous. But hey, man, Zerka, you being the first guest on that podcast is gonna be. What do you expect, Zerka? Are you really a political guy? Do you speak a lot of
Uh,
politics?
no,
Oh, my
I
bad. One
try, I
last thing
try
I was
not.
gonna say. Can you guys
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah.
Sorry, I was just like connecting my headphones. Yeah, no, man. But to answer your thing, I don't know what his issue is, bro. I don't know what his problem is, but he started talking shit about us first. So I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, you make videos talking shit about Fresh because the first thing he did was like saying that Fresh's like body count is capped, blah blah blah, all this other bullshit. And it's like, bro, just because you're a dusty loser that has never been around a famous NBA player doesn't mean that Fresh isn't able to do that. And like, bro, the story's true. He met a player at a pool party. This is Miami, nigga. Like, what the expect? Like, I mean, and Zerka, you've seen Fresh operate. You see him around
Yeah.
celebrities. You see him around all the time.
Yeah,
Like, he
and
really be out here
these
doing
are
that
the
shit.
same. Mind, these are the same guys who say, "Oh, the women are only around him for the clout," and then in the same breath they say, "Yeah, but he's not smashing." Well, which one is it? You know,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
It is what it is. And then this dude, agent is talking all this shit. Meanwhile, he's mid and ugly, and she's mad because I roasted her, saying that she's mid. And yeah, bro,
Why
these
did you attack
countless,
her?
bro. Because I had
Bro,
to roast him too. But bro, it's back to what I'm saying. Most female streamers, let's keep it
fuck.
1,000. Most female streamers are absolute useless bimbo, add zero value.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
100.
Like, I can't think of like one female streamer that is like somewhat intelligent and adds value outside of like Candace Owens? Can't think of any, bro. They're all.
What about Pokimane? She's not a hoe.
Oh, she's definitely a son. That's an L.
No, but since she doesn't use her, she doesn't have an OF and stuff. Wouldn't she be the good one? The pure? I think we have to give Pokey some credit that she didn't make an OF, right? Should we give her some credit? Wouldn't that be more fair from our side? Am I simping?
I don't even know who these people are. I'll be so real. Who's
No,
Pokemon?
I don't think it's that sounds really simping.
You know what's crazy? I'm not trying to attack Pokey or get hate from her people. Genuine mistake. When I got introduced into the Raj Patel community, I thought everyone was like they were saying like this guy's guys. So I asked Slicker offline. He's like, "What'd you think of Pokimane?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's cool. I'm not trying to be like rude, but just between you and me, Slicker, I'm wondering because everyone's saying she's hot and stuff. I'm wondering, is it like a meme or is she?" And Slicker started laughing so hard. He's like, "Are you mad, bro? You're saying you don't like her?" And years later, now that I'm like not in under that spell of paranoia, yeah, she's attractive. Yeah, she looks cute, you know. But I don't know why that was the first person that I ever in my life suspected, right? But I guess she didn't look as great. She looks better now, you know.
Well, the thing is this, bro. Like, she's not necessarily on OnlyFans or shit like that, but she absolutely sexualizes herself for her fans. She just does it subtly. You know what I mean? And she'll like give little teases here
But
and
what's
there.
her
She
rating,
dresses a
Myron?
certain
What's
way.
her rating? What out of 10? What
She's a solid 6 out of 10.
I don't
She's a solid
no,
6 out
she's
of
got to
10.
be higher. She's got to be like uh
Bro, she's barely above
Bro, how
average,
she
man.
take
Come
but
on.
zero?
wouldn't worldwide if you worldwide in most bars if Pokimane entered, she would turn some heads, so she has to be a 7.
She's a Miami 4. If I'm gonna be all the way honest.
I didn't
She wouldn't get a second twice. She wouldn't get a second look in Miami, bro.
yeah,
And you know
All
this
right,
I
being
know
here.
that. Yeah, yeah, Miami's pretty extreme cuz like the people a lot of people think it's just BBLs. No, there's some parts of Miami where people are actually good looking.
Oh yeah, bro. We have the highest. We have by far the highest concentration of attractive girls. Like anytime someone even tries to tell me, "Oh, LA has a lot of hot girls," I almost want to smack the taste out their mouth because you are like the problem with LA is this. Yes, LA does have hot girls, but you need to be a somebody and know somebody to get into the locations to meet said hot girls. Because the problem with LA is all clout chasers. So since they're clout chasers, they only want to be around famous people because all those are there thinking they're going to make it in Hollywood. But in Miami, you could be a Target and meet and be on a random Sunday and see a hot ass chick that's hotter than most of the girls in LA, and she just regular ass goes to FIU.
I'm
But that's because in Miami we just have hotter girls in general. We have way more of them, and you don't have to be in exclusive places to find them. But in LA, you have to be in exclusive places to find them. That's the
bro,
problem.
I'll go even further and I'll say I didn't have an issue. I know that women in LA are cloud chasers, but that wasn't my issue. My issue was Rodeo, Calabasas. The women were not attractive. I didn't like that skinny trying to go for a model look, but there's no curves or, Miami genuinely attractive people. Like actually the like a lot of people don't understand that the hottest chicks that Myron, me have hooked up with, these girls don't want to be seen getting smashed out by red pill dudes who are sexist. So we have to keep them like on the low. So the bombest chicks we've been around, we're not even on camera with us. A lot of people think it's like the camera ones and stuff. No, bro, you don't know. You guys have no idea how much they love. Like, we're not racist, but this is how we speak. Off camera, everything you say, I can't say it publicly, but I agree with you. And then they have a couple shots and they grab on us. But yeah, Miami, they look so. Man, I
Yeah,
walk
the,
into
the thing
Myron.
the
I
thing
walked
with
into a
Miami is just you just
supermarket in
have more
Miami. I
access.
walk in a supermarket. I saw 40-year-old moms who look better than young women in LA.
Yeah, bro. It doesn't even come close. Like anytime some dude tries to tell me, "Oh, we have more hotties in LA," I just look at him and I'm like, "You're just a dumbass and you
What
don't know
about
what
New
you're talking
York?
about." Like
Sometimes they make a good
New
argument for
York
New
is
York.
even worse. New York is one of the most overrated cities in the let alone United States. I've always said it. The problem with New York, you want to talk about access, right? I talked about access in LA. New York is very similar. You're not going to get access to hot girls unless you pay to be at the top spots. Like that's just how it
Yeah.
is. Like with New York, you got to be at a One Oak, you got to be at a Purple, you got to pay these ridiculous fees to be in these clubs, to be around these girls. Because the problem with New York, so okay, in LA they clout chase, right? They clout chase like let me be around the most famous guy. In New York, okay, in New York they want to be around the rich hedge fund mother that got cash. So they don't necessarily care about clout as much as they care about like status and money. So New York, the only way you're going to be around bad bitches is you got to pay to be in front of them because the problem with New York is New York has a dive bar problem. What I mean by this is there's a million dive bars in New York, right? And it's just filled with normie dudes, and they're all swarming over fives and fours. So if you want to be around hot chicks with good ratios, you have to pay to play in New York. Miami, the reason why I like Miami is because
don't
it's
say
a perfect
play.
blend.
Don't say play because people are going to think that they're actually smashing after they pay. Pay is to just get in.
Yeah, we're talking about, yeah. Let me be clear about that. Yeah, I'm talking about just to be able to enter the venue to get rejected. You're going to have to pay or have an in to get into these clubs. So the thing I like about Miami is, so in Miami, since it's a vacation city, and we also have a bunch of like regular hot chicks that are from South Florida, because we have a very Latin-centric city, Latin-centric populace. Like these women actually care about how they look, right? Colombian women, Argentinian women, etc. Like these women care about how they look. So a lot of them are just naturally attractive because they understand that their value stems from the way that they look. They're not on this super liberal wave like New York or LA where it's like, oh well, you know, unless like she's going to be hot. Like regular here are attractive, and that's good for you because you don't want a bitch that's hot but also is like only in exclusive places because then they're going to have like some, you know, crazy sense of entitlement. Now with that said, let me be honest with y'all. Like you still got to have money to get back to Miami too. Like it's very competitive here. The thing is, the only difference is this: we have a lot of them. So if you get rejected by one hot girl, you don't got to worry. There's going to be another hot one right after that. Versus in these other major cities, you get rejected by a super hot girl. It might be a little bit of time until you see another hot one.
Wait, mine. Where did you find your girlfriend? Was it on the show?
Yeah. I met her. Surprisingly enough, yeah, she came on the pod, and well, that's a funny story. That's a whole other thing on the side. But yeah, I met her. I met her on the pod, and when I met her, she was a hostess.
Oh, okay, hostess. And then how? This is. It sounds weird, right? But I'm always curious. How fast until she became yours? Like, do you know? I get this question a lot. Was it like right
Like
away?
7 months. Like no, like 7 months, and she did this whole. Um, she gave me a note. She gave me a card. You know
What's
what I
a
mean?
card? What's a card?
She
What do you mean?
really she gave me like she asked me to be her boyfriend and she gave me like this little card with a note and she like handwritten it and wrote some shit on it.
Okay, but like I always wonder why her. You know, you've been around so many women. Like obviously she's great and stuff, but she did something correct to win the podcast guy of the city, and clout, money, all that. What did she do correct? Is it because she doesn't think like an American?
I would say the biggest thing, bro. Like, this is crazy, um, and she knows this because I've told her this before. She has a strong father, bro. Like a very very strong dad. Her dad was military in Venezuela, high-ranking guy. Um, he is a misogynist just like me. He thinks women are inferior. He kind
Are
of let her
you
know like
kidding
this
me?
is what it is.
So her dad is
Yeah, bro.
pretty much your background.
Yeah, he thinks women are inferior just like me. Yep.
Oh, oh, wow. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And she has a very close relationship with her brother. So, like anytime a girl has like strong masculine role models in her life, whether because she has both, she has a strong father and a strong brother, and she's very close with her brother. So these things like keep girls from typically, and she comes from a Christian background. You know what I mean? So yeah,
What?
pretty
I had
religious.
no idea. So Angie had her dad and is close with the broski?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
What? I thought she ran away from home. She's one of those.
No, her and her brother came together to
Oh,
America.
what the? Oh, that. Oh, that's why she's the one you picked.
And they lived together for a very long time while she was here.
That is pretty rare of a story. When I think of Jamar, try and think of a girl we know who is in touch with her dad.
Very rare, bro. Almost never, man. Almost never. So, like, you know, obviously, most girls are, you guys know I'm very critical, etc. But no, Angie, she's good, man. And then other thing too is like she doesn't give me heartburn over other bitches. Like she'll come in, right? She'll come to my spot and you see a condom on the floor, she'll just pick it up. Or if she sees like another girl's underwear, she'll just throw it in the trash. Like and she don't say nothing. She just like it's like all right, whatever. Just like gets rid of it. And I know it bothers her a little bit probably in the back of her mind, but she just does it, bro. Like she just does what's required. She does what's done. She puts her feelings to the side as a female, which I know is very difficult for her to do. And that's what you need. If you got a girl that isn't from a good background family and she doesn't get in your affairs when you have other women, I mean, that's a pretty
So
you got something pretty damn good there, man.
so why not knock her up?
I don't know if I'm ready to have kids yet, but maybe in the future.
So have you thought of kids, or you're just not that guy right now?
No. I'm definitely gonna have kids in the future. That's very important. I just like not right now because I want to hit like a certain uh, I want to hit a certain amount financially before I do that, and then obviously, I want to make sure that we're very solid. I have like a real estate goal that I want to hit, and then I'll probably do that.
D-
But I mean, Angie's good people, man. Like
Does
she's
she
she's
give you
good. Like you
shit,
know what I
or
mean?
about the kid thing?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Oh, you
Not
guys
at
are
all.
on the
She's still
same
young, so
page.
she's not.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's still young, bro. So that's the beauty of having a younger girl. Like she's not on like this. She wants kids, but she's not like pressuring or any of that other
So
bullshit. So
what
it's
happens
fine.
when she wants to go out with her friends?
And you've met Angie plenty of times, bro, right? Every time you
Believe it or
come, she
not,
serves you
though, I've
coffee,
only
she serves you whatever to drink,
Bro,
whatever.
I've only talked to her for like 5 minutes, so I genuinely thought for a year and a half, I thought she's definitely new to the country, ran away from home, hates her dad, and I was very like, I get that she's chill and looks good and people love her and stuff like that, and she gets along with the cast and stuff, but I genuinely thought, is Myron's main girlfriend a girl who ran away from their dad? There's no way it's serious and stuff. And then I'm like, if you guys been together this long, it has to be serious, right?
Nah, bro, no, it's the contrary. She left to provide a better life for her dad. So
Bro,
she leaves. She left.
for people
Her and
who
her.
don't understand, it's
She left Venezuela.
for people who don't understand why it's shocking. It's very rare a woman has a good relationship with her dad and brother, but looks good, like looks the part. You know what I mean? That is
Yeah, very
because
rare. Very. That's actually a good point.
you can
Yeah.
find many women who have like strong relationships with their families, but they don't look like what Myron's looking for. But this is like what Myron's looking for, right? Where it's not like man, that she's not a showgirl. She's not from your show. She's not one of those Miami chicks. None of that shit, right?
Zherka,
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, bro. She listens to what I say. She doesn't. She never questions me if I tell. Like, she doesn't. Dress like a any of that other shit. Like, I can bring her out in public and have to worry about shit. Like, and then the other thing too is she treats my friends really well. So like if when I have guests there, she'll immediately ask them, "Do you want anything to drink? Do you want anything to eat? Whatever it may be." She'll like
Does she get
fucking like
along with?
treat the guests really
She
well.
get along with Fresh too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
wondering, like,
she gets along with all my friends very
there's
well. That's
she's never
important.
poked you and said, "I want to go out with my friends. It's been like a year and a half of blah blah," or is it just the good life with you?
Yeah, no, I mean she does have a friend that she goes and like they do dinner and they do girl shit and shit like that, but they're not like they're not going to the club and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. There's no clubbing nights, none of that. Because, bro, like from the
Nah.
bro, a lot of those red pill guys in like a month they get like exposed and stuff. But for you, it's been a year and a half. You've been smooth sailing with her, right? I would recommend you just knock her up, right? Because
No.
when I compare your case to a bunch of red pill guys, you are eligible to be knocked up. Like you have all the checks, don't you?
Yeah, but like I want to hit that real estate number first that I'm trying to build
I
up, and
know,
then
but
and then kind of go from there.
I hate anytime people wait. I always think, what if they get in an argument? What if this? What if they break up for a bit? What if? Because I always think you're like me with bro. One argument, I can be so angry that I never look at them the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it happens, and I mean, obviously, girls like inevitably are gonna piss you off and shit like that. But I just kind of hold it to myself and be like, all right, whatever. It's a woman. Like, you know, it's not, they're always gonna do some shit. Then you're just like, what the fuck?
Well,
You know
then
what I mean? Just you know,
what's the? It's always your way. Let's be real. Always get your way.
yeah, no, no, no. I do. That's why I don't complain. Like, you know, because girls are gonna, you know how girls
No,
are,
but
bro. You know,
Myron, I
oh,
know
like,
there's. What is the compromise part of your life? If you're always getting your way, right? If you're always getting your way, the compromise is that you'll take her shopping, or what is it? Because like if it's your girlfriend, you're doing something.
she works for me, bro. She works for me. Like, she doesn't have to, you know what I mean? She lives a very, you know, chill life. She doesn't have to worry about money or any of that other shit. Like, I take care of all of that, so she doesn't have to worry. And that's where I tell guys all the time, like, if you want to have like multiple girls, and this is like kind of, I hate to say this, but this I'm just going to be very blunt with everyone here in the group chat. If you want to have multiple women and be able to have multiple women without headaches, where they're not going to sit there and try and complain or any of this other shit, like, number one, you need to be upfront about it. Like, yo, I'm not going to be monogamous to you. That's number one. And then number two is, if it's your main girl, you need to take care of her. Now, with that said, you know, I don't think you guys should be supporting a girl at all until she's been vetted for at least a year. But if she's passed the test and she's done everything she's supposed to do and she's a good girl, etc., treat her well, bro. Like, if it's your main girl,
Bro,
treat her well. But you got to put her through her
for a
paces.
year and a half, out of respect to Myron, I wouldn't ask, but I was convinced your girlfriend. She doesn't have none of that.
Never, bro. She would never be my girlfriend if she did have an OnlyFans.
What?
What the hell?
What the? So, what about a reformed only girl? If I got one of those, would you be mad at me?
Don't do it, bro. But it's funny though. You know, it's funny that you say that because, like, Angie, so like, people ask her like, oh, are you on OnlyFans, whatever? Because she's very attractive, right? So it's like
No, bro.
most girls in Miami that are
I
attractive do
saw a clip where Myron, you were like, yeah, she had one bikini photo on Instagram. I took it down when I met her, and I'm like, what? That's the only blemish on the record. I thought I was convinced that she quit OF for you, and it was one of those situations.
Nah, man, never. She's never, bro. She was a hostess, and they offered her bottle girl, and she refused because she didn't want to wear the uniform.
Okay, and
This is before I met her.
wait, so when you met her, she was in America for like a year or two?
She had been in America for about a year, yeah, and she already had her papers. She didn't need me for anyone that says, "Oh, bro, she just wants papers." She already
Bro,
had
this
fucking
is why
papers
I
before I
say
met her.
Myron's podcast is genius, because when you're meeting that quantity of women, you can find one of these like that slipped through the crack, that is not like damaged by the world, doesn't have an OF, but still doesn't look mid, right? Like no mid, looks good, all that. You that chick's like, yeah, when I compare it to other red pill guys, I'm like, bro,
No, she's rare, bro. I
I'm
mean, I'm not gonna,
Myron,
like, she's rare. I'll give her her flowers on
Myron,
that.
the way I think is like, I think I could get a reformed OF chick for myself if she's psychically healthy. Because call me crazy, and I know people attack me for this, but bro, looks got to be the most important part. Am I crazy or what?
No, not at all, bro. We're all men. Like, we all understand that looks is by far the most
No,
important. And
I
if,
forgot who I'm talking to. Like most people attack me on this point. Myron's like, yeah, no, not at all. Looks got to be the most important part.
oh, bro, any guy that disagrees with you on that is a man. Like, and that's the problem. Like, yo, that's why I hate some of these YouTubers, man. Like, they're not willing to be honest. Like, they'll say some dumb shit like, "Nah, bro, personality."
Wait,
What the?
are you
The only
against?
guys that say dumb shit like
Are
that,
you?
no, the only guys that say dumb shit like that is personality matters, are the fucking guys that can't attract the hot girls.
Facts. Are you against passport bros? Like if I went to Colombia.
I
No,
here.
no. So here's the
Hey.
thing on Passport Bros. So I have a unique perspective on Passport Bros. Like, my thing is this: I am very and fully aware that Western women are trash. Okay, I'm aware that the West is, when it comes to women, your chances of finding a girl that's going to be subservient to you, follow your lead, and do what she's supposed to do as a female in the United States, slim to none. And if you do, the likelihood of her divorcing you is extremely high. I'm completely aware of the problems here in the United States. My thing is, if you're gonna go ahead and be a passport bro and go and get women that are foreign from these, poorer countries, cool. You better stay your ass over there. Don't bring her back to the United States where she's going to be Americanized and defeat the whole purpose of you going international in the first place.
Can't lie, you lot got the worst women in the world, bro. Our women in the UK, yeah, they're not the nicest, but the
But hold
brain
on,
rot
Myron.
in American women is
Well,
just
Western chicks in general, bro, are just bad. I mean, whether it's the United States, it's Canada, it's United Kingdom, like English speaking first world girls tend to not be the best
Hold on, Myron.
partners.
Mine, because I have the same fears as any red pill guy, but you actually answered these perfect. Let's say you did knock her up, right? God bless you guys. Wouldn't you worry that you're in the West raising a kid? And wouldn't you worry that the kid and her are a lot more susceptible to that brainwashing on the TV that they, or is that family bond and I guess it's like the strongest bond you can have. You're literally a spitting image of her dad. Like they love that shit. But you'll say that
Hypothetically
bond is
speaking,
stronger
no.
than
Myron should
fucking.
raise kids outside the US. I'm just looking at where things are on the
Yeah,
day he's
I'm
born.
thinking like Myron wouldn't raise his kids in the West. There's no way.
yeah, if I had a kid with her, bro, it's one of two things. I'd either A, send her back to Connecticut to live with my family and raise the kids around them, or B, I'd put her in the UAE, especially when the kids are ready to go to school, and have her there and just go and visit periodically. Because I think unless you're going to homeschool your kids in the United States, it's finished, bro.
But you would never leave your country.
I don't know, bro. Like the way things are, man. Like when I was over in the UAE, I really liked it over there, dude. It's nice. As a matter of fact, when you're in Europe, bro, see if you could do a quick stop there. It's not that far. The United Arab Emirates, bro, is lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Zerka, come to the
Like I saw
UK
nothing
like
but
Neon.
families
Am,
there.
am I? Am
It
I?
was clear. UK, bro. UK sucks.
Yeah,
You
UK
say
does suck,
The
bro.
UK
Is the
sucks,
worst,
man.
bro. You come here winter time,
Dude, the United
yeah,
Kingdom? Hell no,
sucks.
bro. The United Kingdom is one of the
bro.
worst. Dude, London is one of the worst cities I've ever been to, bro. That shit is worse than New York City, and
Bro,
that's
I
fucking
grew
saying
up,
something. Like,
yeah.
you
I grew
guys,
up being one of the only white kids in my own country where
What
I
is
lived
what
in
is up with
London.
all the knifing, bro?
Bro, we don't have guns are
yeah,
illegal,
dude,
bro. You get me?
bro, yeah, dude. Dude, that's why, yo, Zerka, you can't even wear a Rolex
Yeah, you
in
can't.
a majority of London, bro. Like, bro, it is terrible. It's crime ridden. You're gonna get stabbed. When I was in London, I literally had my head on a swivel everywhere I was walking, bro. And I was in one of the nicest areas. I was still looking around everywhere, worried that some African was gonna stab me.
Wait, so
Like, bro,
so
United Kingdom,
Myron,
Bro, I
would
bro,
you
can't lie, yeah.
fucking
Listen. I
trash.
don't have
Myron,
this
Myron,
the
would you
most
say it's
squeaky
worse
clean
than the
past, but
bad
I've nearly
parts
been
of?
stabbed like 4 times, bro. I've
Would you say
nearly
it's?
been stabbed 4 times.
Is it worse than the bad parts of Detroit? It's like that.
It's damn near there, bro. It's damn near. It's damn near there, bro. Like, here's the thing. In America, I feel safer because I can carry a gun.
Yeah,
In the
with you
United
can't
Kingdom, I
carry a
feel
gun.
naked,
You
bro.
can't carry nothing to defend yourself here.
And there's roadmen everywhere.
And there's roadmen everywhere, bro. And these motherfuckers don't just have knives; they have machetes, bro. They
Yeah,
come after you with machetes. So, like, bro, the United Kingdom, like London, every time I'm there, bro, me and Fresh, we treat the UK just like LA. We get in there, we do what we got to do, we get man. Like, I
but you
don't
see how
like
many
London
times
at all.
Neon
It's
got
one of my
pressured
least
when he
favorite
came
cities.
here as well.
Is
People are
it
not
yo?
really
Is it?
that nice over here. Like people won't just leave you alone. Like if you're someone like Neon, you come to the UK. He got run out like a few times. Like it's just people here are miserable. We don't have a good spirit to our country. Like there's a spirit to every land. Every single time I've traveled, I can feel there's spirit in the land, and the
What is
spirit
it?
of
Is
where
it
we
Yeah,
just
are
bro,
that
now is
because you
different.
guys get no
concentrated? The
sun.
people are
You
that
guys get no
Yeah, we
concentrated,
sun.
get
or
no
It's
sun, bro.
fucking cold. There's no sun. It's always cloudy. Even when I went there in the summertime, I've only maybe experienced maybe 1 or 2 sunny days in London ever, bro. It's cloudy all the time. It's cold. It sucks. The girls aren't hot. People are fat. Their accents are weird. Yo, London blows. One of the worst cities that I've ever
no?
been to, man. The
But
United Arab Emirates, though, lit.
when we look at Europe, it has a bunch of this immigration and the crime rate. But why is it? Because London's concentrated different. Why is London so much more violent than France?
Because they have a bunch of no, France is violent too, bro. Like they have a bunch of mass immigration, man. Like that's London is literally the reason why it's so criminal ridden is because they have so many
Yeah,
goddamn
bro.
refugees that are from like terrible parts of
I
But
the
am
I
a
world.
feel like
white
we hear.
European male
I
of
feel
I
like
have
we hear
Irish
more.
Aryan blood in me. I
Am
was
I
the
crazy
only
or,
fucking
or, or
white
do
kid
we?
growing up, bro.
I feel like we hear way more stabbings. We hear of way more stabbings in London than any parts of Europe.
because it's so like congregated. Like so in London we have what are called boroughs. Like you have like little areas and they come together to make a borough, and each borough has like a government council, and there's 32 boroughs in London. And that's another part of why there's a lot of gang stuff, because it's basically like every borough kind of exists in its own type of world, and in places inside of the borough they'll have problems with each other, and that's just obviously immigration and to put it quite frankly, black people. But yeah, like it's fucked. Like it's basically just a shithole. Like it's a straight shit. The way our council estates are made, like the geometry of how the actual cities are formed, it's so like horrible. And if I'm just putting it so bluntly, there's nice parts. There's a lot nicer parts. There's parts where you are gonna only be around white people, but like the majority of the boroughs of the 32 are they're shit. They're crime ridden. It's not a nice place to live. I moved out of London when I was 13 years old, but I grew up literally not recognizing myself in my own country, and it was a shithole. I lived in probably the second worst borough in London. It's just a shithole. I don't want to be negative in XYZ,
I
but
heard the food sucks as well.
yeah, it's not good.
It does, bro. The reason why they call it a British breakfast and why them niggas had to go all the way to the United States was because.
Yeah,
And
I love
Myron, our breakfast is lit. Our breakfast is nice. Don't disrespect us like that, bro. Our breakfast is actually nice, bro. English breakfast is nice. No, don't disrespect,
Bro, it's
bro.
not. It's not. We got some
Nah, nah,
decent food joints. We got some
nah,
decent things,
bro.
but
Bro,
come on,
hey,
man.
listen. American food are dizzy. That's why most of you are fat. You guys are
Yeah, yeah,
fat,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Your food
You,
is way
you guys,
worse
you
in terms
guys
of
are
health,
your food are crazy,
dude.
Who is this guy?
Didier Drogba.
bro. It's me, Zerka, man. I be watching you. You're funny, though.
So people can just join.
Who's speaking? Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Myron knows who you was, bro.
Oh, okay. Myron knows you. All right,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about London. I feel like it's expensive for no reason.
It is, but come here, Zerka. Come, like you get me.
I don't really think there's anything. I had no
Yo,
idea,
Zerka.
bro. I knew that London sucks in every angle, but Myron said that even the chicks are ugly.
And rude.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Very
Yeah,
rude.
they're ugly. They're ugly and they're rude. Yo, Zerka, I just brought some people up because I saw that they had requested, so I figured I'd
Yeah,
bring
no,
them up.
go
But if you don't
crazy,
want to bring
go
them up,
crazy. You're
then
blowing my mind. So London doesn't have like a bad bitches corner. None of that.
no,
Maybe like
no,
Mayfair.
hell no.
Mayfair's probably
let's.
and
If we'll be
certain other
honest,
part, like certain parts of Hackney. There's a bit of a nightlife there,
nah.
but
Hackney, hey, see that place, Hackney. There's listen. There's a lot of holes, and
yeah, there's hoes in Hackney.
most girls are just in London. They're not pretty, but they got a mouth for no reason. Understand? They're not pretty, but they got a mouth for no reason. I don't understand why.
Aye, the
It's
silver, the
crazy.
silver, the silver. You know Newham,
Yeah, but it's crazy.
bro. I grew up in Newham, bro.
Yeah, Newton. That's long. See that place sometimes dangerous as well. I don't like that place as well.
Bro, Newham is a shit, bro. You know CJ. You know in 2017 when CJ got killed.
Myron, I got a question for you, that because I'm planning. I'm
Okay,
planning.
okay, that's fine, De Silva. Hold on. I'll answer your question in a second. But just for Zerka, yo, so Zerka, look, man, I'm just gonna make it very nice and simple for you because you have a frame of reference with Miami. Okay, if you're gonna go ahead and go to London, you're gonna be very angry at yourself for going there because, like I said before, the weather sucks, everything's expensive, it's dangerous,
Why
it's
did you
gloomy.
go there?
There's
For
the
what?
sun
For
never
what?
comes.
Why? What's the reason?
For strictly to do podcasts, bro, and then I got the
Yeah,
fuck up
Zerka,
out of
just
there
come
because it
come London to
sucks.
link me. That's it.
I'm supposed to do the cooking, the grilling thing.
Yeah, do grilling and get the fuck out. That's good. Do the grilling and then get out, bro.
Yeah.
So, but like, don't spend any more time in London than you have to, bro. Like, just do your business and get out. Treat it like Los Angeles. Like,
You know, Myron,
get in and get out.
what I was thinking is you, me, Sneeko, Fresh, we all do a Red Pill Tokyo event this year.
We should do that. We should go to Australia as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and hell, we could even maybe go to the UK for like one day or something like that and do like a little meetup or whatever. But yeah, man, like, no offense to all my British guys in here, but bro, your guys' country sucks, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no
Bro,
free speech over there either.
Australia's cooked. Don't go there, bro. That
At
country
least the
is
weather's nice,
cooked.
bro. You get me,
Now
bro.
I'm
Our
telling you,
summer
it's
is
cooked. Don't
nothing.
go there. It's finished. That
It is.
Australia's finished, bro. Don't go
The
there,
Bro,
bro.
people
this
in
guy's
Australia are
accent
worse.
is
They're
even
they're
better than
fucking
yours,
gone.
Felix.
No. I know Australia's cooked. I know Australia is cooked, but they got hotter girls too than you guys.
don't
You niggas got no
no. We are.
bitches.
Yeah,
There is
definitely
not.
Aussies.
There is not.
Australian women are good looking, bro.
Myron, I do have a question for
And
you.
Zherka, just so you know, one last thing before you
The
ask the
party
question.
bitches.
Zherka, just remember, bro, I just want to be very clear about this, Zherka. You spend a lot of time in Miami. You're forever poison anywhere else you go. Just warning you. Every other city's going to suck now, bro. Okay, go ahead, De Silva.
Bro,
Yeah.
Myron, I'm planning to move to Miami. Do you is it expensive out there in Miami? Like, because I want to leave London.
Is there a what?
I'm planning to move
A
to
what?
Miami. What do you reckon? Like, what do you reckon?
No, I know that.
What do you reckon?
Okay, if you're gonna come to Miami, this is my suggestion. Don't live on South Beach. Okay, don't do that. That's the biggest mistake you do is live on South Beach. That's what every new person does, and it's really don't do that. Number two, I would suggest that you live in either Brickell or Midtown. Downtown is up and coming. I mean, if you really want to live there, I guess you can. Like you'll get apartments for better prices. But I think the two best places to be in Miami if you're gonna be here is Brickell. It's expensive, but I think this is the best place to be. Or if you're not going to be in Brickell, then go to Midtown. And then whatever you do when you come here, don't fall for the party life. Go out every single night like everybody else and drink and get into the thing because that can take you down really quickly. It'll keep you away from being focused. I can't tell you how many guys come down here. They spend 6 months here. They come here with $1 million and they leave with because they come here with their crypto money or they come here thinking they're going to make a bunch of money and all they do is chase. That will big time. So focus on your grind. Try to stay away from the drugs. Try to limit the partying, like maybe once a month, if that, and just try to stay in an area where you're gonna be productive, and like try to stay away from South Beach, bro. Like Miami Beach in general, and Zherka could probably tell you this. It's a big scam, bro. Like it's all smoke and mirrors over
Man,
there, and that's where everybody
I'll
goes.
say this, man. I didn't go to Miami. I said the only way after watching Myron and Fresh's podcast for a year, I said to my chat, the only way I ever go to Miami is if I go to be on Fresh and Fit podcast because then I don't have to enter the clubbing rabbit, that wormhole of clubbing of just money and weirdos. I'm like, if I go to that table, that's just women and Myron and
Oh,
Fresh.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. Oh, I'm really
No,
glad
I'm
that you
saying
mentioned
if
that.
you have
So,
network,
okay,
if you have Myron and Fresh, you get to skip the
yes.
bullshit
Yeah,
and
because
smash every chick in the city.
I do need a network because I'm trying to move there, get my money up, and then trying to move there because London,
Oh, you gotta
London.
join. You gotta join
You got to
Castle Club,
join
bro. Are you
Castle
a
Club
Castle
Yeah,
Club?
today,
bro.
dude.
I told you I'm on Castle Club, bro. That's an easy thing.
Okay, good. Good. Then we have a Miami Telegram group so that you can, and we're gonna do meetups in Miami, bro. So look, okay, the other thing I want to tell you too. So I'm glad that Zherka you mentioned this shit. So Miami is notorious for having cappers and dudes that think that they're famous or like think that they have clout, but they really don't, and they'll try to sit there and tell you that they're somebody. Like we have a lot of what I call pseudo celebrities. What I mean by this is like people kind of know them in Miami, but like nobody knows them anywhere. And they'll sit there and they think that they're famous. They're and Zherka, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've probably
Yeah.
met a bunch of them.
Yeah, a lot
So
of them were on
so
your
you
show
want
in
to
the
stay away from
beginning.
those.
Try and get on your show
You want
like
to
in the
stay away
first
from
few
those
months, I
guys.
remember.
Yes. So you got to stay away from like the Miami pseudo celebs as well, because they're gonna lead you down a dark path. But that's my biggest advice, bro. I would say is like stay
Bro,
away
who do
from Miami
you
Beach.
chill with? Just Sneeko?
Brickell. Bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't chill with nobody, bro. I just be alone a lot. Like I'll hang out. Like I'll obviously like if I do streams, I'll hang out with you like that. But other than that, bro, like I don't really hang out with.
And
It's the
you've built
same in
your
LA.
network to now you have 1,000 girls in your phone. You could just hit up whoever, right?
No, I don't even do that, man. Like, be honest with you, bro. Like a lot of the time that I spend with, I'm not like doing the podcast or doing Fed Reacts or some shit like that. I'm like watching history documentaries. I'm like,
Yeah.
so now that
Is
I'm
it
doing the political shit, I'm watching the news a
is
lot
it
more now.
true that
So yeah.
you is it true you sat Angie down to watch World War
It's
II
the same in
documentaries?
LA, Myron.
Yeah, you JQ'd her
Yeah.
for. I remember when he told me this. I thought his joke
Hey,
was
Myron,
funny.
I can't lie. Fresh was not
Yo,
happy. Fresh was not happy on today's show. He was not looking happy, bro. He was not
Yeah.
looking happy
Yeah.
with this the guest that he had. He was
Yeah.
pissed. His face was
well,
no.
Yeah. No.
the issue
No, but
is,
I did JQ Angie. She knows about the JQ. But to answer your question, De Silva, yeah,
Yeah, bro.
bro. That's why I give Fresh a lot of credit, bro.
bro.
I do appreciate your advice because listen, I don't go to club and all this stuff. I always hear that you know Miami is something else, but I'm trying to come there and move there. I'll get my money up in London because London right now because I think you guys United States is not cooked the way we are because we since the war the economy being bad. the whole Europe are suffering. So I'm looking for some place good, just like very chill.
Yeah, UK is
UK,
fucking.
Bro,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing to do here.
The
There's nothing.
UK.
There's nothing to do
There's
in
no
UK
like.
because that's what I'm trying to move. Trying to move.
Move. I'm trying to
When I get
move.
ready, I'll just let you in, and I'll join in the thing. Simple
This
thing.
guy's accent is even better than Felix's. Where are you from?
Because
Me.
he's
He's like,
African, bro. You
man,
can hear the
Myself,
African in him.
listen,
I'm trying
hey,
to
bro,
move there.
listen.
Move.
You see when you're around your roadman too much, your voice changes. So it's
Man,
like
them
this,
going
man.
crazy, bro.
But Zerka can't like if you come here showing off,
Bro,
or
you know I'm
you're
not. You
getting
know I'm
robbed.
not
You're getting robbed
joking.
and
Your
stabbed.
accent is so much better than Felix's, bro. It's so much more gangster. Like, what is this called?
Oh, yeah, Isaac, I like that.
Bro, it
I
Yo,
like
just
that.
Felix, you sound watered down compared to him.
Bro, I'm an intellect. Why am I trying to sound like a roadman if I'm trying to preach to people
Uh,
about flipping Kabbalah and all
but
these
what's the
intellectual?
difference? Where is this guy from?
I don't know. He's African, bro. I'm white.
myself.
No, he's got a different borough.
Oh,
Oh,
where you from, the silver?
bro, you know, Broadway Farm at Tottenham. That was a dangerous place. I hiding
Oh,
it, bro.
Tottenham.
bro. That's where the riots happened in. I think it was 2011
Yeah,
after
yeah,
Mark Duggan got killed. Yeah. Them that went. Yeah.
yeah. My area is dangerous. I don't want to live in UK. UK is cooked, man. Everything like,
Fuck.
and the
So what?
immigrant.
You just walk around with a blade all day?
Listen. I think UK here. You can get robbed for less. I'm telling you. You get robbed for less. I'm telling you, bro. Don't wear a expensive chain. Don't wear or anything trying to show off. You're gonna get robbed or stabbed. If you try to resist, you're dead. It's very simple. That,
Yeah, Zerka, just go there, bro. Do your interviews and get out, bro. Like when I was in the UK, bro, and you know who actually warned me? It was Andrew Tate. Andrew, like when I went to London the first time, because I had talked with him because we were gonna go to I think it was we were gonna go to Romania first, or we're gonna go to no, we went to London first, then we went to Romania after. So before I went to and this is before all this bullshit happened with these by the way. So I hit up Andrew. I'm like, yo, Andrew, I'm about to go to UK. Blah blah blah. First thing he said, bruv, literally, bruv, don't wear your Rolex anywhere. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He's like, don't leave that shit at home. And I was like, really? And I was there with Waller too. And even Waller was like, yeah, bro, like you just leave your Rolex at home. I was like, wow. And that was tight because this is like when I got my first one. I was like, bro, I can't wear this shit. So, but I caught on quick that like it's just not worth it, bro. It will rob you and stab you over
So
a
well,
watch,
you
man.
didn't
So,
even
dude, just
smash.
do your podcast, get
You
out.
didn't even smash there. You just dipped.
No, I did, but like it was like, bro, it was mid, man. Like, yo, like here's the thing. Okay, here's another thing about Zerka as well that I gotta warn you about. Everything is closed by like 9 p.m., bro. Everything is fucking
What?
closed by 9 p.m. Everything is closed,
When you
bro.
What do
say
people
everything, what do you
do?
Like,
mean?
good luck. What was that?
When you say everything, what do you mean? Like clubs or just shops or like? Because
Like stores, grocery store, like any like you're gonna have to after like 9
a
p.m.
lot of them close by
I saw
10
everything
p.m.
was
no, no,
closed.
no, no, no. But I think during this
Depends where you
summer,
go. Depends where you go.
I don't know where you was, but everywhere it closed late.
I was in a downtown area, the fancy part, the like ritzy area. I was
They
there,
Oh
all
yeah,
bro,
close
by
yeah.
like
early.
That's
Yeah,
9:30,
different.
10.
That's different.
yeah,
By
that's
like nine
different.
thirty,
Yeah.
10, everything was closed, bro. 9:30,
Yeah,
10,
but
everything was closed. And then
if you come to
but
the pool places, we like run out of summer. Everything closed late.
yeah, I don't want to be around you niggers.
Any centralized city in the UK is
I think
immigrant
it's just
infested.
the West. The West is cooked, bro. You our
Nah, but
Yeah, the West
our
is
gov.
our
cooked.
Listen,
country's
It is.
small, bro.
our
That's what you gotta remember.
government,
Our country is small. We're
our
not even bigger
government,
than
bro.
Texas, bro. The whole
Bro, I'm
state of
telling you.
Texas is bigger than our landmass. And it's like the amount of concentration of immigrants we have for our landmass and our population is ridiculous. So like, yeah, it is the whole West, but like the UK specifically is, bro. We're cooked with
Myron